Hi, I'm Patty Podgornick of the Celestial Garden. Welcome to my Capricorn full moon reading, July 13th, 2022 at 11:37 a.m. Pacific Time. This is my first attempt at sharing my astrology in this format, so fingers crossed. Here we go. If I had to give kind of a one sentence breakdown of this full moon, I would say peace, balance, and harmony, and a nice rest and a longing for the dreams of the divine feminine. But no joke, one of the meanings of this Capricorn full moon is about growth through defeat and turning an external defeat into an inner spiritual achievement. When combined with the Pluto returning Capricorn in the United States, as well as other astrological goings on, this full moon will enlighten us and offer us wisdom to turn what has happened to women in particular right now into a stronger world if we choose to use our formidable will and the power of our love for life to actively transform what has been at best a shaky foundation and turn it into something solid, sensible, strong, and a force for creating a world of powerful partnership and beauty. A world that invites inclusion, that embraces diversity, is kind to everyone, and offers loving ways to allow everyone to express their truest selves in tolerance and joy. Pluto is conjunct this Capricorn full moon. This specific combination is about having reached a kind of spiritual plateau and losing one's sense of direction for a time. We've been going through a lot, and now we're resting, but the pace and stress has been so intense our heads are spinning from stopping for a rest, and we may not know which way to turn. We may feel a sense of loss and not even know what we need to ask for to help ourselves. While we have a moment to rest and find joy, stuff is still going on. I'm feeling this moon Pluto, which can certainly be interpreted differently depending on one's perspective, is to help us rebirth ourselves as we move off the plateau and into the next level of our lives. Pluto has, with lightning speed, stripped us of so much that we've thought of as our foundations and our structures and beliefs for living. This stripping is an effort to help us see what really matters to us and what we need to do and to be in order to build our new paths. There's still many voices chattering at us right now, so please make sure you take time to be in and feel the silence. The silence in between the sounds is where we will find our peace, harmony, and clarity about our next moves and our new directions. This chaos can actually be a way for us to find our boundaries and listen for the voices that really matter in a kind of backhanded way. We learn what we need by experiencing a loss or some kind of change that doesn't resonate with us. We can use whatever feels like chaos to us to define where we don't want to go. It can help us discover where we know we can't go to find the voices of truth, integrity, wisdom, and heart-centered truth in action. We'll find what we are, where we are, what we need, and who we truly are after the old stuff has left. We can find our way through the chaos and loss of direction, and this full moon gives us another way out of this insanity. The degrees and minutes of the moon and sun are 21:21. I don't always look at the numbers, but this time they really jumped out at me, and for good reason. According to angel numbers, 21:21 means peace, harmony, and balance. It also means a balance between the moon and the sun, and a balance between the feminine and the masculine. We're seeing a new way to view the principles of feminine and masculine and transform old gender beliefs and turn our heads around to see a blending of the characteristics of feminine and masculine. That body design and characteristics aren't what we've been taught what they are. Caring is caring, no gender attached. Cruel is cruel, no gender attached. You get the idea. In fact, in energy terms, masculine is actually electrical charges, and feminine is actually magnetic charges. No pink or blue, no doll versus truck, but I'll talk about that another time. Anyway, the deeper message of this full moon is that to find our way out of the craziness, we must find our inner peace, harmony, and balance, and we really need to find joy in ourselves and in life. Joy has been coming up so much lately. In fact, joy is the energy that can knock the patriarchy as it gleefully steamrolls over people and nature off its rear end. This full moon takes us further on our path to open us to our longing for that which is truly better, a happiness that transcends the third dimension in particular. The great ask of this moon energy is that we open our souls to the truly great dreams. This is a point in time where we're asked to be open to our dreams coming to us. We've been waiting for them to arrive, and this is a very powerful time to be opening to receiving them. They won't necessarily be glaring and glittering in our faces. They may arrive quietly, coming to us through our intuition, through the places where we each connect with the greater sea of consciousness. They'll come to us through the still small voice within each of us. Listening to and communing with nature, communing with your heart and soul, and communing with silence are some very good ways to be in tune with the energies of this moon. Find ways to calm your chatty brain and listen in and to the silence. If you feel anxious, find ways to calm your heart and then feel in and to the silence of the calm. Choose carefully what you listen to, watch, read, speak, sing, and what energies you work with and surround yourself with. In the sign of Cancer, we do well to surround ourselves on all levels with caring, kindness, healthy nourishment, love, respect, and especially respect for the actual needs of self and others. This full moon calls us to fulfill our life's responsibilities as it relates to our soul's purpose. Listen carefully for what they are and what you need to manifest them. The asteroid Demeter is in the sign of Cancer with this moon and is super nurturing, and also don't mess with them in their work as nurturer. But especially don't mess with them as mothers or with their children, physical children, projects, nature, and the health of women, children, and the planet. Demeter in Cancer is also about the cycles of the earth and of life in general. Both Demeter and Cancer are highly sensitive to even the most subtle changes that affect growth, nurturing, health, when to plant something, when to tend it, when to nurture it, and when to harvest it. This applies to our projects and purposes as well as the cycles of nature. So have confidence in your dreams, in the idea of and the work we all need to do to achieve a better world, and in the kindness of life, because there is great kindness in the world. Believe too in your own worth. We're all deserving of good, beauty, care, love, abundance, joy, fulfilling our heart and soul dreams, to be safe, and to live in kindness. May the beauties and power of this Capricorn full moon shine on you with love, and may you rest deeply in the sweetness of life. And then let's get to work. Blessed be. And thank you for listening and for joining me.